When you begin to understand the nature of consciousness, you undoubtedly will start considering the idea that we're not entirely just the body that we seem to be inhabiting, but rather are an expression of the one forever flowing being. Our perceived existence within this reality is but one of a multitude in which the whole perceives and experiences itself. Yet, we most often as a collective delude ourselves with false notions from birth that we are or can be separate. There's only ever been one entity, however, flowing endlessly through us all. If you know the relationship of energies, you know then that there is consciousness in the rock. And if you listen closely, you might even hear the walls breathing. No matter what you wish to call it, it's of little consequence. Semantics of higher beings already believe they are somewhat isolated from their environment. Yet, when we study the law of attraction, we often say things such as someone comes to mind, and we think of that person or hear to insane capacity a short time later. We think it's purely coincidence, conditioning of the ages and society norms. Such consideration of great assurance is often abandoned as mere coincidence or in many other scenarios. Involving the individual, those beliefs of interconnectedness, so all caps of thought one never be spoken of fear or ridicule or scorn. These are not just fanciful ideas, the true nature which has been effectively hidden throughout time, and both the inner being acting as the driving force has created this quote-unquote show for itself. Ask for yourself, if you were God, what would you do with infinity? Would you sit in your own self-isolation looking into the emptiness of a white wall or nothingness for the entirety of your existence? You create endless doubt and limitations you've placed upon yourself that you yourself know causes you to forget what you really are. Now, consider that many in your life will exclaim that death is merely an illusion. Conditions that seem aspect of creator human thought and its many errors. To deny but to acknowledge the tendency of emotion, but to see past it and reach the unknown is ultimately how you reach these states. These are also why practices of detachment are crucial in the quest to understand, because our ego wants to keep all things suspended in a state. It never wants to let go of its own insecurities or securities, and should one not learn to detach from the idea of owning people or things, they will not move beyond into a comprehension or understanding of higher perspectives. To journey into the unknown can be frightening for many, and no doubt along your journey you have met many who will cast doubt upon you and their insecurity to look beyond their own flaw or darkness. They find comfort in the norm. If find comfort on bended knee, and what they adamantly reject manifests as the phantoms in which they are too scared to face. Look to the one who in ignorance rejects fear, and in that they do not understand or have knowledge. They are quick to judge others as demonic or versions of the devil's tricks. Yet is just fear, a brand not too different than the opposite side of the spectrum, where knowingly use fear, doing so in order to procure compliance. Fear comes in many forms, but only ones who carry love in their heart and see past the illusions that aim to prey upon conditioned reactions shall find truth. What may be the ultimate form of truth is that often ignored or yet to be reached in this show is the knowledge and affirmation that only comes with self-assuredness that we are in fact a part and our God. The real question becomes, will you stand up, take accountability for who you are, or will you continue to play the victim in this show, choose to suffer in your own confusion? That answer is only for you to decide.